Coach Sewell and Bud Colley right over here. We'll let Coach open with a statement and we'll take a few questions.
Okay. First of all, thank you for everybody for coming out. I appreciate that. A little bit about Alabama golf. We had a very successful fall. We're ranked 3 in one poll and 4 in another. And so we do have the talent to contend at the SEC and the NCAA championships. And so we're looking forward to this spring because that's what basically the spring is. It's the championship season. The fall counts the same as the spring, but you play the SECs in April and you play the NCAAs at the very end of May all the way into June. So I like my team, and we're very young. We have 2 juniors and 3 freshmen in the lineup this week at Puerto Rico that will have 4 of the top 6 teams in the country there. So we get a great test early. We'll have June weather with February games, so you take it one step at a time. But looking forward to the year. We have 2 returning All-Americans. We have Bud, of course, on my left here, who's one of the top players in the country. Been up for Player of the Year last year, the Hogan Award. And then Hunter Hamrick, who will be here hopefully shortly. He was a returning All-American. And then we have 2 phenoms, if you'd like to say, that are freshmen. Bobby Wyatt, who's from Mobile, Alabama, and Corey Whitsitt from Houston, Texas, are really our showcase true freshmen. So a very young team, still trying to find ourselves. You know, I'm very proud we won 2 tournaments in the fall. So we've learned how to win. We've learned from the times we didn't win, and it promises to be an exciting year. And I look forward to it, and look forward to hopefully bringing some great things back home to Alabama. Alabama golf is, and I say Alabama golf, that's men and the women. We really are one program. We've really worked well together. You'll find out later, I guess, that the women just won. They're ranked #1 in the country. So we have the best golf program in the country, the University of Alabama. And we're very proud of that. And I'll leave it up for questions. Is that okay?
Questions?
If there's any.
Can you talk about just the internal competition on the team?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we're an individual sport. You know, it's kind of a unique way of playing. You know, each guy's by himself, but it's still a team aspect. And I think to bring out that team aspect, you really compete with each other every day. That's how you peak. I think you do that in every sport, not just golf, but in golf you really do it too. Maybe you don't even think about it. You should, but we do it to try to get each other's level, to really push each other to a peak performance. You know, Bud Colley is a great player. But you only run as fast as you have to. And so if there's another guy running pretty fast, you'll run a little faster. And so all our practices are built around Bud competing with another player or players, or we'll pair them up to really try to get the most out of all their ability each day. Anything?
I've got one for Bud, just for our wireless back here. Talk about the melding the young guys in with you and Hunter and becoming a team, and how that process went throughout the fall.
It went really well. You know, like Coach was saying, there's Corey and Bobby who are phenoms, if you will, and really great players. And then Trey coming in as well, was playing for us in Puerto Rico, is, you know, a great player as well. And, you know, it's really competitive, but, you know, they're great guys, and we have a, you know, good chemistry, and we push each other like Coach was saying. So it's, you know, it's great to get out there, and the games will get going and everything. We have a lot of fun with it.
It's kind of your approach going into this first tournament of the spring in Puerto Rico.
Like Coach was saying, you know, we all have February games, so trying to shake some of the rust off. But we're going to go there. We've been working real hard and see if we can, you know, it's a course that Hunter and I are familiar with, and so we'll try and help the freshmen to get the course, or get to know the course, and, you know, see what we can do.
Questions?
Any adjustments you guys have made from fall season to now?
Not really. I guess the small part of the adjustments will kind of start shrinking the team a little bit. You know, it's pretty wide open in the fall. We try to give as many people an opportunity to play. Those opportunities will get a little bit smaller. We have a 9-man squad. We'll be probably down to about 6 or 7 here in the next few weeks, because it's time to kind of, that chemistry is a huge part. Trust and belief in your teammate is as important in golf as it is in football or basketball or baseball or anything. And so we kind of want to start getting that a little bit smaller as the spring goes on. So that's basically the only change we've had.
Any, just for both you guys, any smack talk between the women's team and the men's team with the success they've had?
Not really. You know, it's, you know, everybody's just naturally competitive with, you know, how good everyone is. And so, you know, we know that they're #1, and we're doing our best to try and get up there with them.
A little bit. You know, everybody's a competitor. And they remind us every day that they're 1 and we're 3. And they should. If we were 1 and they were 3, I'd remind them. And we do have a great match at the end of the year. Like I said, we do work well together, our team against their team. And it promises, last year was it promised to be probably the best tournament we play in, because they are really, really good. They're very impressive. And so I look forward to that. They got us last year for the first time, and I'm looking forward to the rematch.
Nobody takes it more serious than Coach.
I know it.
You've knocked on the door, though, of the national championship before. What's it going to take to kind of get over that last little hump?
Well, you really need to peak at the right time. Golf is such a week-to-week game, and the way we've scheduled our seasons. In 2008 we were the number 1 ranked team in the country almost the entire year, and we really had a great chance then, and we really peaked at the SECs, and the SECs and the NCAAs, unfortunately, are about 6.5 weeks apart. In fact, there's a 4-week gap between the SECs and the NCAAs, and so a lot of things happen in that, and so the key is just to peak at the right time. And I think that one lesson we learned in 2008 was it'd been a long time since we won an SEC. In 1979 was the only other time, and so we really set our goals on that, and then when we won, we got a little bit satisfied. I know that we will, that is our goal this year also, but also after that, come, May, we'll try to keep our focus a little bit more on that big prize.
Anything else, guys?
When Bobby shot that 57.
Yeah.
Is he going to be known forever for doing that?
Yes, we call him Mr. 57, Hines 57, you name it. He takes a pretty good ribbon for it, and he should. I mean, it's the lowest score in the history of competitive golf on a legitimate golf course, and he does. I know if Bud shot 57, he'd be one of you known as Mr. 57. So he's trying to shoot 56, but no, he will. He's very humble about it, but he does take a pretty good ribbon from his teammates everywhere.
Put that in perspective, though. How good is that?
Well, I was able to watch it, and I will tell you, I watched Tiger win in '97 in the Masters, and I was there in '86 when Nicklaus won, and neither one of them combined comes close to what I saw. It literally was it is literally the greatest thing I've ever seen in sport, because it's something you don't do. And you're talking a legitimate golf tournament and a legitimate golf course, and to do it, I mean, it's like Bud, I mean, we've all talked about it, it's really unfathomable, what you have to go through and all that, and so I've never seen anything like it. It was crazy. It's a junior golf tournament. He was from his hometown. There were probably 5 or 6 people in his group, and when he finished, there were cameras, ESPN, and several hundred people there, which is unheard of in junior golf, much less in Alabama State Junior. So it was a remarkable day.
Bud, what's the best you've ever shot anywhere?
63. So I'm about a front 9 off, but 57 is incredible, and obviously, like Coach said, it's something that you don't really do. But I can just keep it in the 60s every time. I'll be happy with that.
Yeah, that's right.
Coach, can you just talk about the advantage of you're going to Puerto Rico, of course, you've already played it before. Is that an advantage to a team that is showing up there and they know the layout of it?
Yeah, there's a lot of local knowledge. There's some tough tee shots. The holes you need to go for, and the ones you need to kind of stay back. Know when to hold them, when to fold them, per se. But we only got 2 guys that've done that, and we'll use an entire practice round. Bud and Hunter will do most of the talking. I'll do a little bit. I've given them an overview of the golf course. But best way is we got 3 guys who've never done it. Bud and Hunter have. They'll be more comfortable than the other 3. But we hope that we get a good practice round in. But yes, Bud and Hunter will definitely have an advantage over our 3 and anybody else who hasn't played it.
One more, if there's anything else. We're good? Thanks, guys.
Thank you.